Hey, good afternoon. It's like almost 3 o'clock. It's like 2:50. I just finished doing my chest workout, and I'm trying to act like well. If you hear me going, I just finished. I took the gloves off. I used the girly man gloves of power, so I can lift a little bit extra. But anyways, I want to try to tell you something, explain something to you. And again, I don't want you to think at any time that I'm telling you what to do. I'm just trying to offer you some good advice. And this advice today, right now, is about easy ways that you can get ahead in life and be successful. All right. So now this will be probably a bit boring for anybody who's heard me say this before, but I personally believe without a good set of plans that include goals, you're not going to get where you want to go. Uh, there are so many things in our lives as men that become distractions: uh, family, love, interacting with other people, um, opportunities that can take you off of your plan. In my opinion, just my opinion, I believe that the initial plan you should have as a younger man is, when do I want to retire? That should be your very, very first plan. After you make that plan, then you should start planning backwards to where you're at now. How do I get to my retirement plan? My retirement plan was to get out by age 40 and to make sure that I had enough income, regular income. My income's on a monthly basis. I have some passive income streams, but I'm not going to bore you with any of that. And yeah, I'm not trying to tell you that I'm smarter than you are or anything else, but all I'm trying to tell you is that uh, in the broad strokes, in the m- macro explanation, you're really going to have a difficult time if you don't have a plan on when you want to get out. The reason I picked age 50 is I wanted to have a certain amount of time where I was still reasonably healthy and physically able, well, I guess that's healthy too, to be able to enjoy the rest of my life. Um, I've worked for a long time, and no, my story is not poor me or anything like that. I really try not to tell my story too much because I don't want you to think I'm trying to make this about me, or for you to think that I'm telling you, well, if you want to be successful, you got to be like me. No, no, we all have our individual journeys. My journey, my life is nothing like any. Jesus, I can't even imagine what it's like to be 15, 16, all the way up to 50. I can't even imagine some of the. For fuck's sake, we had a fucking pandemic, a worldwide pandemic. That hadn't happened before. Well, I mean, they had the Black Plague, but goddamn, I mean, for real, you guys have social media hanging over your head. You could write an email when you were 12 and just have a temper tantrum online, and they'll keep it forever and use it against you. Anyways, get back to the point. The point of this is that without, I truly believe this. If you don't have a plan, you're not going to get where you want to go, and you can be easily distracted. All right. The other thing that goes hand in hand with making a plan is making a list. And there should be a daily list, there should be a weekly list, there should be a monthly list, there should be a quarterly list, there should be a 6 month list, and there should be an annual list. And then, as part of your short term and midterm goals, it should be 3 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years, and then when do I want to retire? They'll all come together, and it will physically and mentally help you if you write it down. This is where I want to be. And at least once a week, you got to sit yourself down, give yourself at least five, hopefully 30 minutes or more. where you ask yourself these questions. Am I doing what's required of me to be successful? Am I headed in the right direction? If I make any mistakes or have made any mistakes, did I learn from them and have I tried to correct them? Overeating, drinking too much, being lackadaisical about your mission, your plan, um, losing your temper. Um, and I'm not telling you that anyway, let's just move on. So, along with your plans, if you're a younger man, you don't have to have, but I think you should have 3 plans. The first one should be your dreamer phase, and that's from when you're a teenager to about age 24. The second plan is from the age of 24 till the day you decide to physically retire, and that's your career phase. That's not talking about a job. There is a massive difference in having a job and having a career. Now, you can have a career, and it may not be something you like, but it pays the bill. And you can also have a job, a secondhand job, where you do something that you like. Let's say you like to build cars or be a mechanic, but you're classically trained as an engineer, or you're trained as a carpenter or a welder, or you're a truck driver. Any of those things, or plumber. Jesus, plumbing's, man, hats off to you guys. Fuck me. Uh, Anyways, I'm gonna get distracted. I got a list right over there, so I don't get too distracted. So you have your dreamer phase, which is from your teenage years to age 24. You want to be a rock star. You want to be a football player. You want to be a professional athlete. You want to play pool. You want to play cards. You want to be world poker champion. You want to do all that's the time for you to go for that. And the only reason I'm telling you that you should let those things go as you get to the age 24 or 25 is you have a very finite amount of time to save up and prepare yourself for the last phase of your life, which is your retirement phase. So we go from the dreamer phase to our career phase. And in our career phase, we do whatever it takes to get us to retirement. Say that again. You do whatever it takes. If you have to work 2 jobs, you just fucking grind it out. If you can't afford to get married and you're in love with a woman and she's good, she has to work. If she's going to be a part of your life, she has to be willing to do at least 50% of the work and make 50% of the money. Um, if you were my age at age 57 or age 60 and you still haven't figured it out, the technical term in life is it's called you're fucked. There are penalties that men pay as they get older if they don't pay the price to get where they want to go. There are so many things that no one wants you to know that you control. You control your mind. You control the words that come out of your mouth. You control how you dress, how you act, how you interact with people. Um, and you are expected to act a certain way if you want to be successful. People will go out of their way to help you if you're not a fucking dickhead. If you think you can show up late and still think that oh wow, he's great, yeah, he was only late 15 minutes today, or if you're talking to another male human being and you're doing this. Anyways, I digress. This is not fucking rocket science. There are a few books that I think will help you probably more than anything else. Or you can get them on audiobooks or that. And no, I'm not selling them. No, I won't put a link in it. No, I don't have any of that shit. I'm just telling you they'll help you. These are all books that I've read. 48 Laws of Power. The Richest Man in Babylon. I personally like Jordan Peterson, his 12 Rules for Success. Another one is The Prince by Machiavelli. There are the Book of Five Rings. Anyways, let me not get too crazy off onto the book thing. And here's probably the biggest key to you being successful, in my opinion. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest your time, energy, and efforts in you getting better, both physically, mentally, and skill wise. If you're going to get into a trade field, your goal should be to be the master of it, master mechanic, master HVAC guy, master plumber, master this, master that. There are levels to everything. And if you're willing to do the work and pay the price, why should you be surprised if you get where you're going to go? So, rolling this all back before I end it is, what's the first thing we're going to do? We're going to sit ourselves down, be honest, and say, when do I want to retire? When do I want to retire? And if it's never, because you found something you love and you're going to do it, that's friggin' fantastic. The other thing after that you have to do is you have to make lists. Not say it, it sounds ridiculous, but I'd like you to consider giving a look to an older book called The 7 Rules of Highly Effective People. Now, I don't want you to get into the nerd, and this guy was a sales guy as well as the rest of that stuff. So, anyways, but some of the stuff he says rings true. Uh, Make a list, have a plan, and then work your plan. You should be able to check off or line through some of these stuff. Um, the other thing, the very last thing I'm going to tell you is give yourself a break. You should take a mental vacation at least once a week. There should be at least 1 hour every week where you just carve stuff out and you just go, you do whatever you want to do. All right? Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. You deserve it. You're worth it. You are our future. Like a fart in a G string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye bye.